Assalamualaikum and hi. Welcome to Mooc, massive open online course for course code BSR360 practical training. This is module 4 and the topic discussed here is the evaluation of the practical training course. Let's watch the video first.
Welcome to Hogwarts. You must be sorted into your houses.
It's the moment that makes most witches and wizards quake in their boots. The Hogwarts sorting ceremony. But why is your Hogwarts house so important? And what does it say about you?
Oh no. Okay, relax.
There's no need to be worried. There's so much more to each house than what you may already know. More to being a Slytherin than Nimbus 2001's and looking a bit surly in the dungeons. And more to Ravenclaws and books, nuggles, and a touch of quirkiness.
They are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
Hogwarts was founded around the 10th century by Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. The founders of Hogwarts were once close friends, united by a common goal, to build the world's best magic school. They created the idea that each student would be sorted into a house based on who they are as a person and their individual traits as a witch or wizard. Each founder looked for the values they held in highest regard. In their absence, the founders enchanted a hat belonging to Godric Gryffindor to find the best house for each student. This hat had the ability to look inside of each student's mind to divine their true potential.
Plenty of courage, I see.
The hat has been sorting thousands of students over the years, but that's not to say the decisions aren't challenging.
Difficult, very difficult.
Did you know Hermione was almost a Ravenclaw? The sorting hat spent a long time deliberating the best place for one of our favourite bookworms.
Gryffindor!
In the Harry Potter books, first-year students at Hogwarts are sorted on their first night in the school.
Susan Bones.
They are called up one by one to place the sorting hat upon their heads.
Hufflepuff!
But not before he serenades the school with his yearly song. Students have got to let him have his main character moment.
Be in your bonnet, Potter.
Maybe you already know the basic traits of every house.
Not Slytherin.
Gryffindors are brave, courageous, and determined. Slytherins are proud, ambitious, and cunning. Ravenclaws cherish wit, learning, and wisdom. And Hufflepuffs are the most dedicated, patient, and loyal. But there's more to these houses than those simple descriptions. If you're an act now, think later kind of person,
Bottoms up.
you could be a Gryffindor. As the sorting hat says in the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, you might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring, nerve, and chivalry set Gryffindors apart. Or maybe a house full of heroes and rebels is the last thing you're looking for. The cunning and ambitious might fit better in Slytherin. Although some Slytherins choose to channel their ambition in some very questionable directions, it's certainly not bad to be ambitious. Many Slytherins are possessed of a drive to succeed, and this motivates them to great feats.
Desperately tricky to make, disastrous should you get it wrong.
Did you know Merlin himself was a Slytherin? Legend has it that the first order of Merlin's green ribbon reflects his Hogwarts house. Do you value hard work and loyalty above all else?
That is exactly why they accuse me of favouritism.
Then the sorting hat would probably identify you as a Hufflepuff. Trustworthy Hufflepuffs are often seen as the voice of reason.
Go on, take it! You saved me, take it!
In fact, out of all the houses, Hufflepuff has produced the lowest number of dark witches and wizards.
I think that might have been the best moment of my life.
Are you an overachiever? Do you sometimes like to make bold fashion statements?
Hello, everyone.
Are you an excellent problem solver?
Pisky.
Then you might be a Ravenclaw. Ravenclaws are known for their intelligence, but all Ravenclaws value their individualism too.
You're just as sane as I am.
Many great inventors and innovators have come from this house, including Garrick Ollivander, widely regarded as the finest wand maker the world has ever seen.
Curious. Very curious.
Still not sure? Here's a challenge. You are presented with a golden egg. When opened, it emits a piercing screech that you can't stand to hear. But you've been told that the information the egg contains is important. What do? Do you A. Go straight to the library to find any books that mention screeching golden eggs?
Harry, tell me again.
B. Trick the person who gave you the egg into telling you its secrets?
It's not a bad place for a bar.
C. Find some earmuffs and persist with opening the egg until you figure out what it's saying. patiently wait for the egg to reveal its secrets to you. Let's see which house members might agree with you. Knowing your house trait is one thing, but what does it actually mean to be a Gryffindor, a Ravenclaw, a Hufflepuff, or a Slytherin every day at Hogwarts?
Your house will be like your family. Your triumphs will earn you points. Any rule breaking, and you will lose points.
Hogwarts houses are more than a collection of students with similar personality traits. During the 7 years at Hogwarts, students will learn together, grow together, cheer together, and yes, even relax together. In this way, the house truly becomes a family, and another reason why many would call Hogwarts home. Comment below with your Hogwarts house. Not sure of the answer? Head to wizardingworld.com or the Harry Potter Fan Club app to take the sorting quiz. And no matter which house you're in, make sure you stick around for more fascinating facts from Discover Harry Potter.
I hope I gain everyone's attention with this entertaining video. What are the lessons we can extract from this video? The sorting ceremony? Which house are you in? It is like an evaluation process. In the education system, evaluation is to see what students have learned or gained and what lecturers teach in the institution. This module will go over how the 4-month internship for the practical training student will be assessed. As a result, the following learning outcomes are expected of students at the end of this module. The learning outcome number 1, student can determine the evaluation of assessment through practical training during their internship. Learning outcome number 2, student can interpret the evaluation of each assessment and marks to enhance academic and practical training experience. To provide you with more information, the following topics will be covered during this session. The objective of evaluation, evaluation of assessment and marks, employer's evaluation, logbook evaluation, interview evaluation, internship report evaluation, and visiting lecturers evaluation. Evaluation is being used to measure student progress, reform education system, and enhance accountability for outcomes. Doing the evaluation promote innovative learning environments and enhance performance in educational institutions. The explanation of evaluation in this module helps guide the student as they make practical assessment and improve their academic grade for graduation. As practical training is taken in the last semester of the academic year, the student is more likely to get a better grade or CGPA. In the introduction, practical training evaluation occurs in stages throughout the semester or during the internship. Each assessment aims to determine whether the student has achieved the course objective. Further, their grade will be determined by their cumulative mark at the end of the semester. The evaluation will be undertaken by the supervisors at the practical firm, referred to as employer supervisors, a visiting assessor who is a supervising lecturer, an interviewer from among the BS lecturers, and a university-appointed supervising lecturer. The list of supervising lecturers will be provided to the practical student in the early semester. The evaluation was created with the goal of obtaining the 5 CLOs, course learning outcomes and objective. Let us review the 5 CLOs mentioned in the previous introductory video. CLO number 1, student must be able to adapt to practical training provided by organization related to the field of building surveying. The objective number 2, student able to develop a teamwork or collaborative environment that works ethically and professionally. CLO number 3, student able to interpret written skill and reason rationally about how to evaluate issues or challenges in the context of building surveying. The objective number 4, student able to demonstrate experience and knowledge of building surveying practice, maintenance, and the built environment. CLO number 5, as an intern, they displayed positive attitudes and interpersonal competencies, including social skills and accountability or responsibility during the internship. This objective is to integrate the course aims with practical training and provide students with first-hand working experience in the industry. Each assessment will give a different percentage of marks based on the previously mentioned objective. The chart shows CLO number 1 is the employer's evaluation. The amount of the mark is 25%. CLO number 2 is marked as 10% in the logbook. CLO number 3 is the internship report, which account for 40%. The CLO 4 assessment is an interview session that gives you 15% of the mark. Finally, there is a 10% evaluation offer from the visiting lecturer. The overall mark evaluated is 100%. To be remembered here, the student should always be aware of this evaluation and mark throughout the training period. Employer's evaluation. What are represented in 25% employer's evaluation? The employer or supervisor at the internship placement will evaluate the student's work at the end of the internship. The practical coordinator will send an evaluation form directly to each internship placement, so student needs to make sure that they provide the correct information about the organization or firms they are training. As stated in CLO1 or the objective number 1, the evaluation is based on how well the students can use their practical skills to adapt to the training they receive or accomplish the tasks given by the organization that are related to the field of building surveying or in the construction industry. This is to comply with the level of psychomotor competence of student for objective number 1, which is P6. It means students' ability to adjust to the working environment and work experience, work ethic, time management, handling equipment or tools, and carry out instruction well during the training. Logbook evaluation. The logbook employs 10% of the total assessment marks. A logbook is like a diary for the student at the internship site. It keeps track of their daily activities, tasks, notes, and experience in the written record. The employer supervisor needs to frequently check the logbook and must be endorsed monthly. The logbook is to determine students' ability to develop teamwork in a working environment and work ethically and professionally, as said in the objective number 2. The university also gives students a logbook template that they must fill out and give to their supervising lecturer at the end of their training. The level of thinking for objective number 2 is C6. It is student able to develop teamwork and work ethically through the logbook, such as self-expression, reporting the daily work at site, and technical knowledge. Okay, next is internship report. Reports make up of 40% from the grade, which is the most of any assessment. The scope of work during the internship period will determine the case study for the report. The internship report is the assessment for objective number 3, which is the student's ability to interpret written skill and analyze issues or case studies in the context of building surveying and the construction industry in Malaysia. The template that the university gave for writing a report should be used. The level of thought for CLO number 3 is A5, which is interpret a reflective case study or project, take initiative to complete the report, consultation with both supervisors to seek information and sources for the report. Student can choose a topic for the report according to the syllabus scope as discussed in previous video in Module 3. It can be topic in building control, building maintenance, building works and appraisal, development and construction management, and insurance or risk assessment. The student should discuss with their supervising lecturer what is the suitable topic to do in their report based on their work at the firm. And this activity will contribute the marks of consultation frequency. Are you curious about the interview process? Is the interview make you nervous? No need to worry. Listen to this video to discover what you need to do. The interview session conveys 15% of the assessment marks. The session set up at the end of the internship when students complete their training. The appointed panel for this session will interview students based on their topic report and the working experience that has been gained. The interview session used to evaluate objective number 4 in order to observe how well students communicate and show that they have real-world experience and understanding. During this session also, students should have prepared relevant materials or content. The thinking level for the student of this objective number 4 is A5, where the student able to demonstrate verbal communication skill confidently as evidence of their work through an interview. The final assessment is the mark from the visiting lecturer, which is 10% of the total marks. The visiting lecturer is appointed by the university, will review student performance during practical training at their internship placement. For this assessment, the visiting lecturer will be interacting with the students and employer's supervisor to gain insight on students' ability to exhibit positive attitudes and interpersonal skills. This including interaction skills, leadership and responsibility as an intern during training as said in objective number 5. This session entails students' involvement in project or tasks at their firms or company. Now we come to an end of this module. These are the documents referred for the evaluation of practical training course. Number 1 is Industrial Training Policy UiTM INCA 2015, Core Competency of Building Surveying by RISM 2018, UiTM Curriculum Management aims for Code BSR360 Revised 2019, Building Surveying Standard Program MQA 2012, and Technology and Technical Accreditation Manual MBOT 2019. Now, do you have any idea what is the content in this module? Let's look at the self-assessment through the link provided here. What are your scores? You are doing great if your answer is correct. For those who scored less, no worry, you are still on the way. Let's shoot another ball for your understanding on this topic and see how you do. Take this quiz to find out. There are a lot of information about this module. Now we'll recap the topic we have discussed earlier. Number 1, why the evaluation is important. Number 2, introduction of evaluation. Number 3, objective of evaluation. Number 4, evaluation of assessment and marks. Number 5, employer's evaluation. Number 6, logbook evaluation. Number 7, interview evaluation. And then internship report evaluation. And finally, visiting lecturer's evaluation. Good work, everyone. I hope you are aware of the evaluation in practical training and score your best. And thank you for your time spending watching this video.